brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Ben Jammin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Jammers out there, what's poppin'? Happy Monday. Happy some juicy Monday. You are now sipping on Jammin with Juice. I'm your girl Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And of course, I got my boy Ben Jammin with me.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and we also got a shout out DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos.
DJ Brother Z.
I like that. All right, and we are live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you had a great Friday. Okay, it's the start of the week. I hope you're starting off very strong, creating plans, knowing your worth, creating boundaries, and all that good stuff. Now, Ben Jammin, you know I gotta ask you.
What's cracking, Juice WRLD?
I gotta ask you, Ben Jammin.
What's
I gotta
going on, my
ask
friend?
you.
How you doing?
How was your weekend?
You know what? My weekend.
You know we got to get into our own weekends here.
That's true. Got to update the people. Honestly, my weekend was pretty successful. Woke up, saw somebody try to sell me something off Temu through my Facebook DM. Instantly deleted. You know, had to delete that person.
Is that scam? Is that spam? Is that virus? What is that?
I always believe it's just a scam. Like if I don't know you and you're sending me a link through my DM, Instagram, Facebook, telling me how much money I can make from you.
Oh yeah,
it's a scam. It's a scam, Truth Nation. So yeah, we live in 2024. People want more money. You know, so that was part of my weekend. Another part of my weekend, which I actually told you, and I don't know if I'm wrong for this. I don't even know if I'm right for it either. You know, but I am a human being first. Okay?
Yeah.
So just offer me a little bit of humility, Truth Nation, all right? It's just Monday. But why was I driving around last night in Racine?
Yeah,
driving around the race vroom, 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 vroom. Little Hazel at the crib, ruff, ruff. She at the crib, you know what I'm saying? I put her to sleep, man. So my baby was fed, you know. She went to bed, went outside, and you know how to drive around. You said
put her to sleep. That dog got up as soon as you left. That dog was at the door as you was walking out. Ain't no dog. This I know. What? Ain't no dog literally about to stay asleep and its owner is leaving the home.
Look,
that dog is up.
Well, she had already tired herself out throughout the day. We played outside all day. Not even all day. I'd say for outside like 2-3 hours we was outside playing. And I know her sleeping cycles as well. She's still a puppy. She's still growing. You know, so she has a sleep cycle. And I went outside during her sleep cycle, made certain that she was fed so she could go to bed, you know, and not be restless and hungry and starving like them poor animals that y'all see on the commercials, you know, with flies all around them and stuff.
The arms of
10 cents can save a life. Animal control.
I have to turn that commercial off. I feel like, what is y'all doing to me?
You know, hey, they're trying to hypnotize you. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hypnotize you. They want that money in your pocket. Be wilding like Capital One. What is it in your wallet?
I don't even know if the money's going to the animals.
I don't think it ever does. I don't think it ever
bro,
gets to them.
that specific little monkey that you showed me, is it getting proper food from my 5 cents, bro?
They be having kittens on there, dogs on there, ready for the kill shelter.
Right.
You know,
Got them already signed up. They just need them for promotional purposes.
Oh my life. And if you think about that, dude, how many of them dogs already died? You know, how many of them dogs?
We looking at dead dogs, bro.
Can't even save that dog no more. Can't even save him no more. They got huskies on there. Oh, that's such a beautiful husky. Can't even save and rescue that husky anymore.
Used it for promotional purposes only and took the money and said, well, that dog ain't here no more. We can't put that money towards that dog.
They said all dogs go to heaven.
Terrible, bro.
Terrible. But I'm driving around Racine last night, you know, on a late night creep or whatever. And look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Truth Nation. I had a really good night yesterday. You know, I had a really good night.
What'd you do?
I had 1 or 2 shots. You know, I had 1 or 2 shots.
Everybody was drinking yesterday.
It just seemed like
y'all
a thing
some
to do.
alkies.
I mean, football was on yesterday too. So
You don't even watch football.
I actually do. I watch all sports with a little bit of liquor.
Okay. What? Who won the games yesterday?
I actually don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But I was driving around. And ultimately, you know, I ended up.
Did the Packers win or did the Bears win?
Actually, I think the Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. Do the Bears still suck?
Who won the game?
America.
Bro, you looking at your phone, bro. All right, just keep going with what you was talking about, fam. Because you finna look it up,
The
bro.
Bears still suck. Yeah, Packers won last night.
Okay, yeah, you looked it up, fam.
I had to.
I asked you if you knew without looking, and you couldn't do it.
That's not what you said.
Whatever.
But whatever. Okay, look, I was driving around last night in Racine, in Racilla, in my hometown, and I don't know if I'm right for this, Truth Nation. I don't know if I'm wrong either. You know, but I do know that I am just a human being trying to live out this human life in the best way possible. And as I was driving, I see something come out in the middle of the street. I don't know what it is. It wasn't certain at the time if it was who it was or what it was. Could have been a plastic bag just coming through the wind and just blowing towards me. That's what it could have been.
Is this you on a freeway or this is you on a street?
I'm on. Dang, if I give my location out, I don't want to give my location. I'm gonna leave my location disclosed. Just know I left from Quick Trip.
You're compromised.
I left from Quick Trip, Truth Nation, and you know the Quick Trip drives be a little bit different because Quick Trip got everything you need up in there. You know. Anyway, I left from Quick Trip and I'm driving and I see something come out to the middle of the street, and before I knew it, what was coming out to the middle of the street, Truth Nation, I got hit. It got ran over. Okay, and part of me died. Part of me died last night.
What did you hit?
Truth Nation, forgive me. Your boy Ben Jammin hit a raccoon last night. That raccoon is dead.
Oh.
It's no longer with us.
Oh my goodness.
R.I.P. to Cooney. Okay, that's what I'm calling him. Cooney. Raccoon?
You're smiling too much. I feel like you don't care.
I'm smiling because I feel I don't have the words to express how I feel. I felt sad.
Why are you smiling if you were sad?
Well,
I know for a fact if I hit an animal, like I don't be playing when it come to hitting animals.
What would you have done?
Well, I mean, if it was one of them situations how you described it to me, where it was really nothing you could have done, and it literally came out at the last minute, and you didn't have the opportunity to, swerve around it or stop your brakes or whatever, and it just had to be done, I'm still gonna be really, really sad. But you could even, like, when me and Corey be in the car, and I feel like something is about to get hit, like a bird or a rabbit or a squirrel, I'd be like, oh no, go around, move, little birdie, move. I'd be screaming at the little thing.
I ain't
From
screaming.
the inside of the car. I'd be like, move. Don't do that. What you trying to do, kill yourself? That's how I be. Because I don't like, even if an animal is dead, right? I make sure, in the middle of the street, to not hit it more. Like, just go around it. Don't hit it some more. Now it's all on your tires. But you mean to tell me you're not like that?
I'm really not. I hit the thing, and it was a large thud. I thought I hit a Milwaukee pothole or something.
Oh my gosh!
But indeed, it was a raccoon, and it was a big raccoon. R.I.P. to Cooney.
So after it happened, did you look in your rear view and saw it, or like what was your reaction?
My reaction was that raccoon is dead. That was honestly my reaction. I just knew I had to keep going on with my life. So you gotta learn to live with regrets, man. And I regret killing that raccoon last night, but obviously it was God's plan.
Man,
right? All the things lined up for that exact moment that happened last night. No matter how fast that raccoon was trying to run across the street, it was gonna die. If my left driver's side tire didn't get it, the passenger tire would have got it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad you're okay. Because, sometimes when people end up hitting roadkills or something comes out, like a deer or something, and they end up having to swerve, and now they hitting another car and all this other extra stuff. Like, I'm glad it wasn't that type of situation, because at the end of the day, it's your life over the daggone animal's life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I'm just glad it wasn't, I'm just glad that it wasn't a person.
Would you have acted differently?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Man, how would you be, bro?
I can't really tell you because I've never hit anybody before. But at the same time, I'm just glad it wasn't a person.
What if it was a person just randomly popped out on the freeway, bro? What do you do? Like, if
call 911.
Like, you're not even supposed to be over here.
You call 911. That's what you're supposed to do. But some people don't do those types of things, right?
They hit and run.
Yeah, that's called, But again, that animal, a R.I.P.
Cooney. You have any words, Ben Jammin?
R.I.P. Cooney. Hey, you know what? One thing that I do want to say about my beloved friend that I met last night is that raccoon ran so damn fast. He was the fastest raccoon you would have ever seen. He was a track star. He could have had African DNA inside him, how fast he was moving. You thought that he was running away from the police, how fast he was moving.
That was black how he was moving.
It was black how he was moving. He had places to be, people to see, but the one thing that none of us can contest is that when God calls you home, it's your time. It is your time. It is your time, okay? And it was Cooney's time last night, and that's okay. Rest in peace to Cooney. You're a good friend, and I love the fact that you love nature as much as you did.
Oh my God!
Rest in peace to Cooney.
He got kids, bro. His family probably looking for him.
It'd be okay. He protected him in the afterlife.
Who's that, a baby mama? He was running from his baby mama.
He could have been running from his baby mama.
This is so bad. Rest in peace to Cooney, man. And I am thankful I've never had to hit an animal. But if I had to hit an animal, I feel like I would be so sad.
Rest in peace. R.I.P. I just killed the raccoon.
R.I.P. I just killed the cat. But wait, hold on. But anyway, well,
how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I got a lot of clarity on some things, and I'll just leave it at that.
Clarity on things. So what kind of, hold on.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
How you gonna leave it at that? I R.I.P. Cooney.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, I'm gonna leave it at that, because some things I can't put up here.
You know what?
You know what I'm
just
saying?
going to trust my intuition.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah. I got a lot of clarity though.
I want to know.
And so I will say, as a tip to anyone, take the weekend sometimes, or take a day, take some time to strategically think things through. All right? That is what I will say to people, is make sure that you are taking a situation and you're analyzing it and you're figuring out how you can hold the power and how you can be accountable, have the responsibility. Because, one thing I will say is that one thing about holding yourself accountable, sometimes you got to hold yourself accountable even when you feel like deep down, like, hey, this is not my issue. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this ain't my issue.
I think I know what we talking
But
about.
at the same daggone time, there's a lot of power with accepting the responsibility for things, even if it ain't your fault. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of power in that. And so over the weekend, I will say I learned what my power is. And moving forward, I'm going to take more responsibility for everything around me.
Okay.
Because what's the saying that they say? With great power
comes great responsibility.
Yes.
Peter Parker.
Yes.
Marvel Universe.
Yes. Thank you, Ben Jammin. And so I will just say that. Make sure y'all are holding yourselves accountable. Take responsibility for everything. Analyze situations. See the things that you could have done better in those situations, because there's a lot of power in that. And once you realize what your power is, life gets that much better.
Okay.
So that's my little drop of juice for the day. But it's Monday. So you already know that means we got something juicy on the other side, where we break down some of the hottest topics that happened over the weekend, letting y'all know what's really good, what really happened. And over the weekend, you guys, there was a few things that came up, all right? So there's a halftime show coming to the NFL before the actual Super Bowl that you all need to know about. There's a new engaged couple in the celebrity world, and we need to kind of unpack how that situation even happened, because it's like, what? They're engaged now? Who said that? And then lastly, you guys, a loved one, a great of ours, as you will, Denzel Washington. Could he soon be retiring? And why? We're going to get into all of those things, all the juiciness on the other side, because it is time for something juicy. So make sure you guys keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
One call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, it is comforting to know that we have a law firm right here in the city of Milwaukee who will step up for you, who will take care of you, who will make sure you get every single penny you deserve. So listen, if you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, I hope it does not happen. I'm telling y'all this right now. Contact Gruber Law Offices, because they will focus on the legal aspect while you as the client can just focus on handling the rest, like handling the fact that you want to get healthy, dealing with the trauma from the accident, dealing with family. That's what they do. They focus on the legal so you can just focus on healing. All it is, one call, that's all, and they will truly handle the rest. And remember, they provide the best care, the best service, and representation is their priority, and there's no fee whatsoever. When you call them, there's no fee for a call, consult, or for them as a law firm. So call them today at 414-276-6666, 414-276-6666, or visit them at gruber-law.com. It's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices.
Coming with straight truth.
The majority of rich white families and rich white people got rich off of slavery and have that same money today in their families that they hand down. It's not that we don't want to work. We weren't able to start businesses back in the day. So when you are able to start a business and we can't, and your family business goes from generation to generation and ours doesn't, whose fault is that?
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
What are some of the things that we need to really focus on to get our fair share of these opportunities, i.e. access to capital?
You know, it's very important to always think about building a strong business plan, understanding the financial parameters around what you're trying to accomplish, building great networks and great relationships so you can have partnerships and building out your dream. And then finding a good financial partner like Old National to help really orchestrate your vision of the organization. And then, as you know, DT, you wouldn't be where you're at because you're phenomenal, doing great work. And then you have to really have to go to work. If you have that dream, you have that vision, the business plan, the financial piece, then you have to really work at it and keep building.
Learn more about the Old National Bank Small Business Empowerment Loan by visiting oldnational.com/small business or contact a small business banker at Old National Bank.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Are you or anyone you know looking to open a small business or learn the industry? Attend the City of Milwaukee 9th District Business Conference November 21st from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Ross Innovative Employment Solutions. Brought to you by Milwaukee 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor, helping you take your next steps towards financial empowerment. Sponsored by Alderwoman Larissa Taylor of the 9th District of the City of Milwaukee. City of Milwaukee, Granville, BID, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
46 Brock. Don't know what they into. Hanging out the window, money on.
Behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream, and sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. You can apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jammin' with Juice, but specifically, it's Monday, which means it is time to give y'all something juicy. All right, and with something juicy, we run down a few stories that we saw over the weekend that we thought were pretty big or something worth letting y'all know about. All right, so starting with the very first thing that I saw, I want to say it was yesterday, but there is a halftime show that is going to be coming to the NFL before the Super Bowl, and it is actually going to be on Christmas Day. Beyonce is going to be performing the halftime show on Christmas Day between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans game. Now, this specific show with Beyonce on Christmas Day during the halftime, it's actually going to be streamed on Netflix. And the Texans are going to host the Ravens at NRG Stadium in Houston, which is Beyonce's hometown. Now, according to the New York Times, Beyonce is going to sing songs from her Cowboy Carter album during the halftime show, according to a Texans release, which marks the first time that she's going to perform any songs from the album for a live audience. She released Cowboy Carter, her 8th studio album, in March, you guys. Now, Netflix's Christmas doubleheader is going to kick off the Chiefs-Steelers at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and then the AFC Divisional Round rematch between the Ravens and the Texans around 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Now, it says both Christmas games and Beyonce's halftime show is going to be available to Netflix's subscribers at no additional cost. But obviously, people are 100% concerned with Netflix even being able to stream a freaking Beyonce halftime show after Friday night's complete devastating stream that they had for the Mike Tyson and what's his name, Jake Paul fight, which I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Did you watch it? The fight?
I tried. You know, no, I actually ended up watching the actual full thing or whatever. I had to utilize a few of my Republican and Democratic connects. Wow. I was able to get connected, seriously. But when I tried initially my Netflix subscription, oh my God. I was able to watch about like 10 minutes, and then after that, I just watched my thing buffer. All right, for like a solid 30. And I was like, I got to fix this.
Dang, bro.
Republicans, what's up?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. Netflix said that they had it in the bag. They were like, y'all don't need to have no concerns when it comes to this fight. Like, we can handle it. And that thing was buffering so much. Like, we had found a stream that was going on X, on Twitter, or whatever you want to call it. And then eventually that got shut down. So it was just a lot going on with that stream. I think a lot of people were very disappointed in the stream. So now they're questioning whether Netflix has the power to hold something this heavy. Because this is Beyonce. I feel like a Beyonce halftime show is going to break whatever records the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing ever had.
I'll say it'll definitely be high. I'm not going to say it's going to be better than
theirs?
Yeah, just because people wait around for boxing so much. Everybody's eyes is on boxing because it rarely happens to an event like that. But
so you think it was probably bigger than the Beyonce halftime show?
Yeah, but hey, this is all just speculation, but that's what I would believe. But I would say this, though, and this is actually what I wanted to get around to, because how I was able to watch the Mike Tyson fight, I went to Stream East. And if anybody knows anything about Stream East, you could literally watch any live event happening.
Is that legal?
Maybe.
Okay.
Check it out.
I don't know if I would put that out there to tell Truth Nation to do something that they should or shouldn't do.
I mean, LeBron James talks about it all the time, so.
All right. You know how I feel about LeBron. But anyway.
I know how you feel about his hairlining.
I don't feel no way about that man's hairlining. I feel more ways about how he is on social media, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, you guys, I'm excited to see Beyonce do this halftime show, in Texas, specifically her hometown. She's definitely been repping H-Town heavy lately. She just came out during the Houston rally with Kamala Harris, and, she got this whole Cowboy Carter thing going on because of Houston, and she's just been really doing her thing in H-Town in Houston. So it'll be cool to see how she puts this together. But then it also made me think, because I was asking some of the people who we work with, I was like, okay, is this the first time that they are having a performance outside of the Super Bowl do some type of thing? And because I wasn't paying attention, and I remember when Jack Harlow did his thing, and I think last year Dolly Parton did her thing, they both were on like Thanksgiving days, whatever. But maybe I just didn't pay attention to it that much. I thought she was about to start something completely different, but that was completely debunked. But I do think the NFL should think about making this more of a big thing during other halftime shows, especially for like the big games, maybe like some Sunday night football type situation where they give the opportunity for other people to perform during a halftime, even though it's not just the Super Bowl. Because then maybe Lil Wayne could do some type of halftime thing with his New Orleans team during just a regular season game instead of it being the Super Bowl. So I don't know. Maybe that will come in the future. But that was definitely something juicy, and shout out to Beyonce. Now, moving right along to the very next thing, I told you guys that there's a newly engaged couple in the celebrity world, and I am talking about Johnathan Majors and Megan Good. Okay, they announced their engagement at the 2024 Ebony Power 100 Gala in Los Angeles on Sunday, which is the same annual event where they met 2 years ago. So they've only been dating 2 years, and throughout that 2 years, a lot has taken place. Okay, so Johnathan Majors earlier this year was sentenced to a 52-week mandatory in-person domestic violence prevention program, plus a separate $250 surcharge after being convicted of the assault and harassment of his former girlfriend during a domestic dispute. However, a lot of that was debunked because the videos came out. They saw that she was really being abusive to him and he was running from her and all that other stuff. But it still ruined a lot of his opportunities. Like, he was supposed to be in, what was that movie? Marvel something?
Yeah, he had Ant-Man going on. He was set to be Kane the Conqueror.
Yeah.
the Conqueror.
And he was just in like Creed 3 and all this other stuff. And he was really on the trajectory to have a great career in acting, and that entire dispute situation messed all of that good stuff up. But Megan apparently was holding him down throughout the entire thing. And I distinctively remember when it came out that they were dating, and all the women was like, Megan, girl, what are you doing? This man is an abuser. This man, saying he was guilty pretty much before proven to be guilty, you know, saying like, why are you trying to associate yourself with somebody like this?
Well, there were rumors that Megan Good was already messing around with Johnathan Majors at the time that he was messing with that white woman.
Mm-hmm.
So when people go to see Johnathan Majors grab his phone from that girl, allegedly they said it was Megan Good hitting him, you know. That's what they say now. You know, it's the internet.
That's allegedly.
It's allegedly, you know. And it would make sense if, you know, because I say it's always awkward for anybody to leave a relationship and get in another one just so fast. In my opinion, if you get in another relationship after you've been in a relationship, you've probably already been talking to that second person anyway.
You think so? That quickly?
100%. Like that. How not? You've already been. I mean, hell, Johnathan Majors has just entered into Hollywood, right? In these past 5 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Good has always been this
around,
an eye candy for people. So he saw Megan Good and he wanted to go with the yams. Yeah, he wanted to go with the yams. He said, forget pumpkin pie.
And I didn't know they had. I don't want to say it's such an age difference, but he's 35 and she's 43, which I never even. I don't know why I thought they were around the same age. Now, just to make sure you guys remember, she's 43 and she split from her former husband, Devon Franklin, who, you know, was in I think he's a pastor or something like that. Yeah, they split in 2021 after 9 years of marriage and 6 years after the pair had an entire relationship book called The Wait, a powerful practice for finding the love of your life and the life you love. So it's very interesting to see that they've only been dating, Majors and Good, for 2 years. And now they are getting engaged. Now, some think this is a PR stunt. I don't know what I believe necessarily, because I'm starting to just realize, like I told y'all last week, you got to just mind your own business. But they're saying it might be a PR stunt because there were some rumors not too long ago of people saying that they think that they broke up. So it's kind of mighty funny how after them rumors were just coming out like last week, all of a sudden now they're throwing out a relationship, an engagement ring and all that other stuff. But if they are actually engaged, girl, listen, they say when you know, you know. All right. And time literally means nothing. So shout out to Megan Good and Johnathan Majors for them almost about to tie the knot pretty much.
Nah, congratulations to them, man. If they found love, they found love. And just love on who you love on.
All right. So last but not least, you guys, we got to talk about Denzel and why there are rumors saying that he could soon be retiring. All right.
What?
Yeah, for real. So, as reported on The Blast, which I think is a Yahoo Entertainment site, Denzel laid out several upcoming projects over the next few years while speaking to Australia's Today earlier, I think last week. And this included a role in Black Panther 3, which has yet to be officially announced. So in that interview, he then hinted that after those projects were done, there wasn't much more that would inspire him to get back in front of the camera. He says, quote, "At this point in my career, I'm only interested in working with the best. I don't know how many more films I will make. Probably not many. I want to do things that I have not done." Now, the internet was in a frenzy because they're like, oh my gosh, like our legend Denzel, like he's retiring. I'm getting old. Oh my God, what's going on? Who's walking in his footsteps? They went crazy, all right? Because we love our actors. We love our entertainers, I would like to say, that we have grown up with. We've seen them grow. We've seen them age and get better in their roles and stuff like that. So people were upset. You know, I personally was just like, listen, he's older. He's given us so much out of his entire career. So many gems. So many legendary classic movies. Just if he wants to retire, he does. But he definitely did clarify on the website BuzzFeed, saying that, listen, you guys, I never said that I was officially going to retire. He said he only plans to stop running with the current younger pack of Hollywood. He says, quote, "I didn't say that I was going into retirement. What I said is that it has to be a level of interest for me. I'm more interested in getting behind the camera. So that's about 5 years out. So everybody can get your panties out of a bunch. Mr. Denzel, our legend, he did not say, or he is clarifying that he's not going to be retiring necessarily anytime soon. He just wants to try some new roles. You know, he would like to try some characters that he hasn't before. And I think with this Black Panther 3 character that, what's the director's name? Ryan Coogler? Yeah, Ryan Coogler. Created for him, I think this will be interesting. I would love to see. I can't wait to see what his role is actually going to be. But he just wants to get behind the camera, which is fine. A lot of people go from on front of screen to behind the camera, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, I think that's a level of growth. But for people who don't know, I mean, Denzel Washington has already been behind the camera many a times. I mean, he's been acting for over 40 years now, so he's experienced many different forms of the art of cinematography. However, I would love to see, like you just said, Juice, the next roles that he does play. I think they'll all be somewhat of iconic roles. Like the next movie that is coming out that he's featured in is this new Gladiator movie, and I can't wait to see what that's going to do for him, you know.
And that comes out November 22nd.
Oh, seriously?
Yep.
Oh, my God. So we got 4 days. Let's see. And if you know anything about the movie theaters, especially if you go to Marcus Theaters, they're going to play it on Thursday. It's coming out on Thursday.
It's always a little night early.
7 p.m.
But listening to Denzel, it made me think of the question, Truth Nation, and this is what I want to talk about on the other side.
What, kissing a man?
No, not kissing a man, but at what age do you, or maybe it's not an age, but at what age do you realize, hey, I'm actually done with this, and maybe I shouldn't do this anymore? You know, what is it for you guys that you're like, all right, I have worked enough, I have put enough hours in, I put in my 10,000 shots, I am done. And do y'all think Denzel should just hang it up? Do you think a lot of people should hang it up? We're going to talk about that on the other side. But also, if you want to tap into the Beyonce halftime show, if you want to talk about Megan and Johnathan getting engaged, or if you want to talk about Denzel and answer the question of the day, which is, at what point do you realize, nah, it's time to retire? I'm done with this. 833-212-1017. We got more of something juicy on the other side. So make sure you guys keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Tired of having to decline food at a potluck where you don't know where the food came from?
Don't you let your cats on your kitchen counters?
Host your next holiday with Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, now booking holiday office and corporate parties, or perhaps a private chef for your intimate family holiday gathering, or add to your Thanksgiving meal. Pick up sides such as Southern-style cornbread dressing, candied yams, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and more. And for desserts, peach cobbler and sweet potato pie. Connect on Facebook or Instagram, Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, or call 414-216-3469.
Ready to glow? RN2 Go Medical Services has you covered. With a top-notch team, including a skilled RN and medical doctor, they offer personalized treatments just for you. Feel fantastic with exceptional post-op care, invigorating IV hydration therapy, and vitamin injections. Enjoy advanced skincare, effective weight loss programs, and beauty enhancements like Botox, fillers, and PDO threads. Rejuvenate with PRP therapy and sculpt your dream body with cutting-edge body sculpting treatments. Why wait? Visit DestinationAestheticsMKE.com now to book your appointment. Your new radiant self is just a click away.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/thereason to get started.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When wolf?
Oh, a wolf. Ooh!
What about the tiny dog? Cat. Owl. Dolphin. What does the turkey say? Whale.
Whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, assigned as operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jammin' with Juice, and we just gave you guys a Something Juicy weekend recap because it is Something Juicy Monday. We talked about Beyonce hosting the halftime show on Christmas Day in her hometown, H-Town, what it do. We talked about Johnathan Majors and Megan Good announcing their engagement 2 years after being in a relationship, or announcing their relationship, I should say. And lastly, you guys, we brought up Denzel Washington and if he is ready to retire or not, because there was some reports out there, some miscommunication, I would like to call it, but he cleared it up and said he's not saying he wants to retire. He just wants different roles if he does do anything, and he wants to get behind the camera. So if y'all want to tap into any of those conversations, let us know how you feeling for Something Juicy at 833-212-1017. Now, when it comes to Denzel, and my question that I have necessarily is, when do you know it's time to actually retire? What actually happens? What takes place in your life where you're like, okay, yeah, I don't really want to do this anymore? And the reason why I'm even asking this is because with people thinking, early last week before Denzel cleared it up that he was going to retire, some people had like mixed reviews, right? So some were like, man, Denzel, you can't retire. Like, you one of the greats. We love your movies. Like, theater and movies will never be the same. And then on the other hand, me more so, I'm like, you've given us so much, it is time for the younger generation to be able to fill those shoes or make their own shoes. You know what I mean? We kind of got to start widening who we like and widening up who our actors are that we can enjoy, and who are our new legendary actors out there. And another thing that made me think of this is this whole Tyson fight, right? Like, this brother is, how old was Tyson? Is Tyson
59?
This brother is 59 years old, hopping in the ring with a 27, 28, a late 20-year-old. And it's like, for what? He wanted to prove it to himself that he actually would be able to do it. And some are saying like, oh, this could have been rigged or whatever, and they just wanted to do it for the money. But at some point, I feel like you have to get to an age or just a point in your career where you're like, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody no more. All right. I have done enough. I know I'm good. I know I'm great. I have accomplished so many things. The brothers got Oscars. They've won at the highest level of their careers. They have nothing to prove to anybody anymore. And I'm not saying like they should just stop, but I do think they should just think about, when do they want to stop? I don't think people should just work for the rest of their lives. And that's in any type of situation. Why are you laughing at me?
You know what, Juice? I'm laughing because it sounds like you do want them to stop. It sounds like
I had a feeling you were going to say that. As I was saying it, I'm like, wait a minute.
You want Mike Tyson to stop?
I don't want them. No. What I'm saying is, I don't want them to feel like they have to keep going, that they have to keep going for us. us, the people, to like please us. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like Denzel has given the world to us. Mike Tyson has a legendary career.
But you're thinking about it from your perspective, as if they're just trying to feed you. What if this is something on their spirit? They're just like, you know what, this is something I'm doing for myself. What did Drake say? If I'm doing this for you, I have nothing left to prove. You know, he's doing it for himself. It's not about the people out there. It's about Denzel and his.
And that's what Mike Tyson
growth.
say. But I think about it like this: what if Jake Paul? What if Jake Paul? Listen, what if Jake Paul would have really knocked him out, and now he's severely injured at 60 years old?
It didn't happen because Mike Tyson trained for that. Mike Tyson don't give a damn about what we think.
No, Jake Paul went easy on him.
Mike Tyson went easy on him.
Mike Tyson don't give a damn about what we think. Did y'all not see his ass come out? All right, the ass photo, the ass video. Bro. He don't give a damn about you or the next person. This man came out $20 million at the age of 59 doing something that he loves to do.
Bro.
One thing that they tell you about life is find your career, find your passion that you would do for free. And when you do that, that's how you're going to receive X amount of dollars. That's what Mike Tyson is doing. He's not doing it for the gram or anything like that, because at the end of the day, Mike Tyson lost. Mike Tyson has, quote-unquote, taken the L. But in his mind, he won, right? Because he said it before. He was like, you know what? I never really lost. Every time I lost, those were always my best fights. So that's when I actually am taking time for myself to grow, figure out where I could have done better at. You know, could it be his age, quote-unquote, why he lost on Friday? Sure. But at the end of the day, he's doing this for himself. It's about his own personal journey till he gets to his end of his lifetime, not the next person's. So yeah,
if that's the case, then did he really fake it?
I don't think he faked it. I think they actually gave exactly what they could. Jake Paul came out there already.
He said he went easy on him.
That's what they say, but who's not gonna talk crap? Yeah, like that's a part of the game. It's a part of the sport. Mike Tyson did his thing. Jake Paul did his thing, and all the other boxers who participated on Friday night's game came through and did their thing. I forget the women's boxing that happened, but that was fire as well. However, your question was, you know,
at what point do you retire? At what point what does it take for you to be like, okay, no, I'm done with this. I've given my all, and now I want to go enjoy the rest of my life.
I personally would say stop when that little child in you, that energy in you that was there before is there no more.
Why do we focus so much on our inner child sometimes?
I would say that the inner child in you is the seed. Use your foundation for all of the growth throughout your life. So whoever you wanted to become as a child, when that imagination or that part of your life is fulfilled, then more than likely it's time to move on.
I feel like that's a millennial idea.
Maybe so, but obviously it's not when you got...
We refuse to grow up.
When you got Mike Tyson out here still fighting 40 years later, or you got Denzel Washington out here still acting for 40 plus years, like it's one of these things where, I think when you find your field, sure, maybe you don't, maybe you're not in front of the camera anymore, like Denzel Washington said. Hey, I'm not going to be in front of the camera anymore. I'll be behind the camera. I'll still be directing. You still got passion for your love, and whatever you love, I think that's what you should invest all your time into anyway.
I
think if you do that, you're giving up on yourself, though. Well,
I don't think of it as giving up. It's like, what is the moment for you where you're like, okay, I'm done? I don't see that as giving up, but it's just like, okay, I put in all this work. Like Jay-Z, didn't he say, you correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Jay-Z, he's like, okay, I'm done. I made a lot of money. I'm retiring, right? What was the reason for him to retire? Because he just wanted to enjoy whatever, right?
You know what? You are correct. So basically what it was when Jay-Z decided to retire is he was like, hey, I'm becoming the CEO of Def Jam. I'm going to transition my position. However, Jay-Z also went on to go say that was his biggest mistake and one of his biggest regrets of his life.
Is stopping?
Is him retiring, because basically that was his love. Doing the music portion of the music business was his love.
Is it still his love? Why you don't still make stuff?
Jay-Z still does. Jay-Z's still in the booth. People don't know, but like 2 years ago, he was just doing some stuff with Khaled behind the scenes, but he don't have to. He still keeps his pen sharp. He not out here just dropping albums every 2 years because he don't need to. But at the same time,
just like Denzel don't need to.
Denzel doesn't need to.
Just like Mike Tyson don't need to. So that's why I'm like, at what point, if you're not like, at what point are you like, okay, I have enjoyed all of this. I have done almost everything. I don't need to
Let me ask you this, Juice. Let me ask you this.
We got a caller, actually. I want to take real quick.
No, forget the caller. I'm asking you a question. So when are you going to decide to put the mic down? I've seen your progression. I've seen your growth. When are you going to call it quits? Like, I'm good.
I don't know, but if I ever get the feeling to do it, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was listening to a podcast I listened to, Balanced Black Girl. Shout out Balanced Black Girl. You guys should listen to it if you want to. But she's in her 30s. She's like 35, 36. And she was like, I don't want to be a podcast host for the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to be 60, 70 pushing a microphone on a podcast. You know, she's like, I want to set up my 30s. So I'm doing this podcast. I'm building it up. I'm getting what I need to get. I'm making the money. So then in my 40s, I can sit on boards and I can use that money to do investments and I can, help the new talent that's coming in. I think, especially with the society that we live in today, we want to switch the things we want to do all the time. We don't always want to do everything for the rest of our lives anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, young people don't want to work at all. So we definitely don't want to do the same thing for a long amount of time. But if you find that passion, you might want to do it for a while. But to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to want to be an on-air host in my 70s. Like, that's not going to be a thing that I think I'm going to still want to be doing. Okay. We'll see when I get there. But at some point, I am going to be like, okay, I've won all the things. I have done everything that I had set out to do. And now I'm rooting for the next generation. Like Denzel said, let these younger cats get in here and do the jumping and do the running and do that other extra stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I
get that portion, but my thing of it is okay, so say you decide to put down the microphone. Do you leave the industry? Do you leave
you find something else to do that you're passionate about
inside the industry, or you just keep on
whatever that is? It could be in the industry. It could be trying something completely new that you never even have thought to try before. But as you get older and as you age, your interests are going to change and be different as well. So I don't know what I might be into gardening when I'm 65.
No, honestly, you will. Gardening is fire.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that is yet, but I would hope that I'm not still just only doing radio. And that was pretty much my main point. But if y'all want to chime in with our last segment that we have on the YouTube chat or on the text line 833-212-1017, we're going to wrap up the show with a bow. But at what point do you guys think it's time to retire? All right, we're going to finish up the question on the other side.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholars get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we will be highlighting local universities who offer full tuition scholarships and local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune into 1017 The Truth College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Concordia University, Wisconsin.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Reproductive justice is a framework, it's a movement, it's a vision for reproductive freedom, it's a right to have a child, it's a right to not have children, and this next part is really as important as the other parts. It's the right to birth and parent our children with dignity, and the right to live and parent our children in safe and healthy environments. So reproductive justice understands the ability of any person to control their destiny is directly related to the conditions of their communities. It looks at the intersections of discrimination in social, political, and economic systems, and it sheds lights on the barriers that these systems produce. And then we, reproductive justice advocates, fight against the barriers that prevent Black people and other people of color from exercising their rights. That's reproductive justice.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
The Wisconsin Black Chamber presents Black Friday Weekend Diverse Business Expo, Friday, November 29th through Sunday, December 1st. We kick off Friday at 10 a.m. Be there to meet the Powerhouse Business Panel, learn their journey to success, and participate in a Q&A with these successful local business owners. The after party starts at 6:30 with the Legends of Soul, featuring the music of Frankie Beverly and Mays and Quincy Jones, performed by Christopher's Project. Saturday is the Black Chamber Music Fest starting at 10 a.m. with 7 musical performances by local bands. Then the after party starts at 7. Don't miss Poetry Unplugged with Kwabena Nixon. Sunday, the Wisconsin Black Chamber presents the Exposure Fashion Affair starting at noon. If you need some style or want a style of your own, be here. Check out Milwaukee's stylists and designers and join us for the after party. It's Divas of Soul performed by Christopher's Project. Friday and Saturday, attend the Access to Capital workshops, and all weekend long, jam to the sounds of DJ L Boogie, meet TV and radio personalities, win some great prizes in the raffles, and don't forget to bring a toy for the toy drive. Don't miss out on what we have going on.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Welcome back, you guys. We are about to wrap up the show with a bow here. We got like 2 minutes or so left, but the question is, when do you feel like it is time to retire and hang up your hat and just let your legacy live to be what it is? I want to hit some of these text messages real quick. It's from Ari, who says, what does it take to retire? If you're seriously injured, head or brain injury of the eye that could lead to blindness. Lastly, if you no longer have the heart to fight. If you enjoy your craft, you will do it to the death. Oh, Aramore. Sorry, Ari. Aramore. I said Ari. If you
feminize him.
If I thought it was just Ari. It had cut off. If you enjoy your craft, you will do it to the death. Now, you can't really box until you die because that's trauma on your body. But if you love making movies, music, you will do so until you feel that creative block appear. Unlike hip-hop artists, rock, jazz, country artists perform at old ages. Even old blues and soul singers still do so.
Ha!
Telly, I think, says whatever age Nicki Minaj is. That's bogus to Nicki.
She like 40, 42.
Going into the YouTube chat, Trey Tate says most of the greats have a deep form of competitor in them. It's hard for them to walk away from something they have given their all to all of their lives. I say stop when you find something new to consume, that fire that you gave to your craft. Kobe went from basketball to directing films. I really wish Kobe would have been able to live a longer life. I know he would have done some amazing things after he retired from basketball. Like, amazing things. What?
He was a human sacrifice.
Dang.
Sacrificed him so 2020 could happen.
Yeah.
That's a rabbit hole for another day, though.
It is. But I'm just saying, y'all, sometimes it's time to hang up your hat. Like, I just heard DT talk about Martin Lawrence saying, like, his show was butt. Okay, it sucked. And now he gonna have the legacy that he ain't funny no more. Just like if Tyson would have got knocked out, now that's on his legacy. But thankfully he didn't. But that was something Juicy Mondays, you guys. Thank you so much for tapping into it. Make sure you find us here at the same time tomorrow, 12 to 1, Jammin' with Juice. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. Always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin'.
It's amazing.
Shout out DJ Brother Z. Now sip on that. The Tori Lowe Show up next.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away